Hi, and welcome to episode 15 of Crystal T Knits. This is a knitting and crochet podcast. My name is Tara, and I'm coming to you from White Plains, New York. If you're a new viewer, thank you so much for joining us. If you're an old viewer, thank you for coming back. I hope you enjoy the show. Happy New Year, everyone! I hope you all had a happy holiday season. Sorry it's been so long since I've had my last podcast. But my husband was recuperating from surgery, and it ended up taking a lot longer than we thought it was going to take. It took about like 2 months. And then my son got sick right around Christmas, and then I got sick from him. I've never been so sick. My husband said, 16 years of knowing me, he's never seen me sick like this. And I don't get sick. And I felt, because of the pregnancy, I've been sick since, September. I'm so tired. But I got one more month to go. It's one more month. And hopefully everything will go fine, and I will not be sick ever again. So we will see. But I have a lot to show you. So the first thing I'm going to show you is my Advent calendar. My friend Katie and I decided to switch Advent yarn calendars this year. But she went a little beyond when she made this for me. I love this. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? Look at the little tree. She made these boxes. Do you believe it? I just looked at her like, you made every single box? And then there's me, who can barely wrap a package, and mine looked like, it was insane. I nearly died when she gave me this. How beautiful is this? Unfortunately, some of the numbers are falling off, so I'm going to have to glue them back on. I think I saved most of them. I hope I saved most of them. I love this thing so much. I want to keep it forever. I don't know how I'm going to keep it ever. I have a bad feeling it's going to go squat one day. Someone's going to go after it and it's going to get broken. But I love this. It's so beautiful. Look at the tree. I love that tree. And then I keep all my minis from that inside my little owl container. So I'll show you a few of my favorites. It's like, look, it's like fall. Okay, here's one I really loved. Look at that. I don't know what yarn these are, but oh my god, that color. And I liked these greens a lot. She kept giving me these greens, which I loved. Oh, and here's a pretty blue. It's got a whole bunch in here. It was so much fun. I had to open it at midnight because I was scared if my son saw me opening it and playing with it, he's going to start touching it. And I was so afraid of it being broken. I had no place to put it, so I had to leave it on the dining room table. And he did leave it alone. I was so happy. I was like, thank you. So that did not get squashed. I was very, very happy on that. Okay, next thing I want to announce the winner of the Knit Vent giveaway. Helen Stewart was kind to give me a subscription to her Knit Vent, and the winner of that was number 9, Nianti NYC. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy knitting all the beautiful things from this year's Knit Vent calendar. It was amazing. I'm currently working on 2 of the projects, so I'm never going to finish them because I keep fuddling with the colors of one. It's very depressing. The other one I'm going to finish. I'm only like 30 rows from it, so I'll start showing it to you. The first one is the Tallulah Shawl by Helen Stewart. Right? Yeah. Oh, the Tulle Shawl, not Tallulah. Tulle Shawl. And it is with, let me get the yarn and everything, Artistic Lily, which I love her yarn. If you haven't tried it, go try it. It's amazing. And she has all these beautiful light colors, which I love. It is the Gotta Have Cashmere Fingerling. The colorway is Baby It's Cold Outside. Another great thing because the song is amazing. I keep saying amazing, but it is because I love Dean Martin. I love the Rat Pack. I worship them. And they need to be worshipped. And it is 80% superwash merino wool, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. Check her out. Beautiful, beautiful colorways. This is what it looks like. I just made it to the lace section. So I say I have about 30 more rows left, and I will be done with this. And I'm knitting them on a size 6 needle, which is 4 millimeters. And I got these little beads. Oh good, you can see it on this one. Yes. They look like little pink snowballs. I bought a lot of different beads. Can I focus, 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 focus? You see, they're like little pink snowballs. I just love it. And I know that it's not popping out, but I just thought it was so pretty, considering it was the Nutcracker theme and everything, and ballerinas. I just thought it was beautiful. And I bought like purples and pinks. And I think I had 5 different colored beads. I was working, maybe I was mixing them, and then I just was like, you know what, I like the pink snowballs. The snow globes. They're more like snow globes. And I just fell in love with it. It's such a good, easy knit. The reason this is taking so long is because I didn't have anything else that was just plain knit. So when I wanted some mindless knitting, I was using this. But now I'm at the lace section, so it's going to go really fast. And look how pretty this part is. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. Look how cute. It's like a little flower she made it with the little bead in the middle. So cute. Oh my goodness gracious. I loved it. And this was in her bag for Knit Vent that I bought. Love it. Look, it's like got the Nutcracker Rat King, Sugar Plum Fairies. I think there's a Nutcracker on here somewhere too. I don't know. Oh, there's a Nutcracker. I got that one. The other one from Knit Vent that I've been working on, which I'm never going to finish the rate I'm going, because I keep fiddling with all the colors, because I'm crazy like that, is the Land of Sweets cowl. I was so obsessed when this came out. I had all the colors lined up and everything, and then I kept changing them. So, these are all my colors. First, Jinx Yarns in her purple, it was like a sock mini. Then this one is Volanvine Tea Leaves. This is an art yarn. I don't remember the name of it. Volanvine Scrumptious. Sweet Sparrow Yarns Garden Rose. Witch and Fiber Co.'s Belle's Wedding Dress. Volanvine's Moondrop. Volanvine's Snowflake. Special Snowflake. This is from the Cozy Knitter. It was a sock mini in mauve. This is Volanvine's Poe. Sweet Sparrow Knits Sugar Plum Fairy. Which one's that one? Sugar Plum Fairy. Elm Tree Yarns Toasted Marshmallow. Volanvine's Tega. Who is this one? The Once Upon a Corgine Mauve Tone. Volanvine's Sugar Plum. No, Sugar Pudding. Right? Yeah, Sugar Plum Pudding. Black Pearl from Volanvine. Clara from Sweet Sparrow Knits. This is a Jinx Yarns Pink Mini. This is a mini that I got from my friend Katie a while back. And then this is where I got into trouble. I love this colorway, but I don't know if it just sinks into this. Maybe I'll finish it and see how it looks, and then I might just pull it out. This is Three Ladies Dancing from Sweet Sparrow Knits. I actually went and I opened all of these. This is a brand new cake. A lot of these are brand new cakes. I'm sick. I didn't use projects left over. I was just opening brand new cakes. I don't know why I did that. But it's beautiful. It's got like mauve and gray and peach, which this last one is green, white, and purple. But for some reason they kind of like melt into each other. I don't know. I might just go on and see how it looks and then decide from there. I don't know. I really want to wear this, though. I've been dying to wear this. And I'm using a needle of a US 3 3.25 millimeter. So we will see. But it's so pretty. I want to finish it. I really want to finish it. I don't know. I keep stopping. And I've got my other colors lined up. I'm only like 4 or 5 colors away from the finish of this thing. Next year, actually, I'm thinking about getting a Sweet Sparrow Knits advent calendar and making this again in that. Because I saw her calendar and it was gorgeous. I wish I would have bought it. And it just, oh my god, I just love her yarns. She's amazing. Julie, you're amazing. It's to die for her colors. Everything's all light and pastel-y. I just love it. Okay, so my next thing, alright, I have a New Year's thing I want to start doing. Every New Year's, I want to start casting on a sweater. It's a big project. And I want to make more clothing. I only made 2 sweaters last year. One was a short sleeve sweater and one was a long sleeve sweater. So I really want to start making 2. And more than just 2. So I was very upset. I wanted to cast on Joji Locatelli's Rigoletta sweater. And I wanted to use this gorgeous yarn. Look how beautiful this mauve is. Oh, maybe rose. It's like a rosy mauve, which is my favorite color in the whole entire world. I love roses. But they say this is a DK weight. The sweater's supposed to be worsted. And I decided to do it in this. And when I'm knitting it, it feels like a fingerling. It looked so stretched. I was just not happy with this. I have to find a fingerling weight sweater to make this because this yarn is gorgeous. It's so soft. Oh my gosh. Buy this yarn. And I got it in purple too. I just loved it. And it was reasonably priced. But this is not DK. This is way too thin for DK. Maybe a sport, but that's not DK, people. Look how thin this is. Look at that. It's so soft, though. Oh, I love it. It's super fine alpaca and rayon. So I gotta find a sweater for that one. I'm very upset I couldn't do that. So what I ended up casting on is the Hofu cardigan by Hiroto Fusatsu. I am so sorry I'm butchering your name, because I know I'm butchering it. I am so sorry. But I've been wanting to cast this on since about 3 years, maybe 4 years, since I saw it at Rhinebeck on display. Loved it. And I'm using Art Yarn Squishy. Not Art Yarns, Anzula Yarn Squishy. I love their yarn too. And it is 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon in the navy colorway. I want to have this in a nice neutral color so I can wear it all the time. Maybe I'll make it again one year and have like a brighter color. But I loved it. I also learned a new technique, provisional cast on. When I first read the pattern, I was just like, what? You have to crochet so many chains, then you got to do another chain of crocheting. And I was like, how do you connect that? I couldn't wrap my head around it until I started doing it. That's why a lot of times I don't read the patterns, because when I read it, I'm like, what? Until I'm actually physically doing it, I just can't. Am I in the front? Okay. And basically what you do, you knit this for a lot of repeats, and then you fold it over in the sides, and that's the sleeves. It's sort of like origami. But look at this lace. Isn't that gorgeous? I don't know. It's not really coming out navy for the light. I wish it was. Why is it all of a sudden really bright over here? I don't know. Very, very odd. I don't know. Oh, there you go. See navy here. It's a really dark day today. So I don't know. The colors might not be the best. I'm like so washed out. It's crazy. I don't know. That's the navy. If I stay like this, it's good. Weird, right? So, and I'm doing this in US 4 3.5 millimeter. I'm loving this. I have the pattern already memorized. So it's really simple to do. Maybe if I move this closer to me. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's much better colors. Oh no, there it goes again. What is going on? But I love knitting this. I'm almost done with the sleeve. I might do a few extra repeats because of my arms are bigger than most people's. I'm hoping that I will lose weight this year after the baby's born. Keep your fingers crossed. So this will not happen to me anymore. And I'm using my Yarn-It for it. I love it. And this is in my, what bag is this? This is in Party of 5 Craft, my gingerbread house bag. Oh, and the bag I had, my Land of Sweets cowl I made. I actually made a lot of these. Look how cute the little hot chocolate snowman. Where is he? There he is. How cute is he? I love this fabric. I bought so much of this fabric last year. And I finally started making bags for this. I gave this out to 2 different people. Actually, it was the for Katie's advent calendar. This was the 25th day. I gave her one of these. But I had different fabric on the inside. I love snowflakes, so I have so much snowflake fabric. Snowflakes just make me happy. They really do. I'm like, as soon as I see snowflake fabric, I have to buy it. So I have that. Oh, and this bag was also Molly Klein Designs in her tea bag. This is one of my favorite bags in the whole entire world. Oh, I love it. Okay, so the next thing, please don't fall, everything's going to go flying right now, is my Quadri hat. This would have been done if I decided to start making things for my husband. But this is in Wool & Vine's Tea Leaves colorway, the cocoon base. And that is for Aaron Waite, and it's 100% Blue Face Leicester. I am using a size 7, US 7, 4.5 millimeter needle. And the Quadri hat is by Michelle Wang. This will be done very fast. I'm almost done with it. I think I'm like halfway through it. But I stopped because I wanted to make my husband a hat. Look at the beautiful cables over here. Isn't that beautiful? I love this. So I'm going to have a little white pom-pom on top. Ah, I love it. So, and this is another bag I made. I've been making bags. I'm very excited. In fact, I have a story to tell you. It's really cute. My son, lately, as I said in the previous podcast, he keeps telling me he wants a hat. So, I'm like, okay, I made him a hat. And then he wants another hat now. And now he's pointing at his feet, he wants socks. So now I have to make him socks. And then one day he comes up to me, and I guess he saw me making project bags, and all of a sudden now he wants project bags. So he goes through my fabrics, and he comes out with these two, where's the other one? Oh, there it is. These two fabrics. He's 3 years old and very hyper. He sat down next to me while I am making these project bags. I think it took me about 4 hours to make. I know I'm very slow, but I'm very meticulous with cutting out this. I think it takes like an hour for me to sew one of these, and then to cut it out took me like an hour for each fabric. I don't know, because he was jumping on me too. He was so excited. And as soon as I was done with them, he took them and he started putting Legos in it and everything. I finally got the back from him, so I could use it for knitting. But isn't that cute, the lion guard? And then the Scooby-Doo was supposed to be for me, which I'm using it for. I'm going to make a fox, little fox stuffed animal from my other son that is coming soon. And his whole nursery is going to be fox stuff. So I'm hoping to make a fox blanket too. And the yarn for the fox is in here. I've never made a stuffed animal before. I don't really have patience for it. I also want to make a Roxy the hippo. And then I'll probably be done. I'm making a Mickey Mouse that's taking me like 2 years to make. I was going to make for Nikki. Yeah. I'm not really a stuffed animal person. So, and what's in this? Oh, this is the yarn for his hat that I'm going to make him. This one I might have to rip apart though, because as I say, he was jumping on top of me, and I didn't line it up right, and it's driving me a little nutty. I don't know. We will see. We will see. I still got to cut the thing. He took it out of my hand before I could even finish this one. He was so excited. So cute. Oh my gosh. I can't believe he sat with me the whole time. That's like crazy for him to do that. Alright, my last project I cast it on, I'm not very happy with. Christy Glass from Christy Glass Knits is doing a Sunday knit along, which I think is great. And it's on the Doodler, which I always wanted to make, which is by Stephen West. But my problem with the Doodler was always colors. I know I want to do it in this green as color A. This is the from Wool & Vine Yarns, the Wolkie base, and the Last Unicorn. I love this yarn. It's just gorgeous. It's pinks, purples, and like a sea green. Right? So, in a perfect world, I was going to also do Pandora as color B. That's also from Wool & Vine. And then this is from Narwhal Needleworks. Do I have a thing here? The colorway is Fresh Air. I got this at Vogue Knitting last year. Which, can I tell you how bummed I was? I did not go this year. But I was so sick, and we do not have the money right now. It wasn't worth it. But it was killing me not going. I wanted to go to Do Knit so bad. But this was going to be color C. So these three colors, look how pretty they look together, right? Yeah, when I started knitting color A and color B together, you couldn't see the line. So then, I got Sweet Sparrow Knits. This one is a 3-ply fingering. Those are 4-ply fingerings. So this is her Clara colorway, which decided for the Land of Sweets cow, I was just caking up things. So I was like, oh, I could use it for this. No. It goes away. You cannot see that line really. It just melts in. I don't know if I got it darker, but then that purple's darker. So I don't know what to do. Now I was thinking Goth Day Cake from Volavine Yarns. I have that in a 4-ply. But again, that one is so dark. Do I have it here? I don't know where I have it. Oh, wait, here. This is the one I have it in it, I think. Right? Yeah. Maybe I will. I don't know. Put these two together. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to frog this, definitely. I've taken this apart so many times, it's crazy. And it's a very, very simple knit. It's just my colors are driving me nuts. Another colorway I was thinking of was these two together. Don't fall, don't fall. Ah, you fell. I'll get you later. I got another one here. They put these two together, because they're beautiful together. They're going to be something one day. But I was like, I don't really want to wear it in the doodler, because I'm going to wear the doodler, but I'm not going to wear it that much, I think. It's one of those really artistic shawls. But this I want as a simple shawl that I'm going to wear constantly. You know, I want to make the Azalea shawl, I think it's called. Maybe this will be that. I don't know. I loved these two together. But I don't know what to do. I'm very, very depressed. What color is this? Storm at Sunset. I wonder if you can see that one. Probably not. It's probably too light again. It's aggravating. I don't know what to do. I really just don't know what to do with that. So, that is on hold. But let me tell you, I want to make a shawl with these two colors. Clara and Goth Day Cake. How pretty would that be? Right? Right? So I've been finding other things. I can't find the doodler colorway right. I've been finding lots of other colors. Go figure, right? I don't know. Aggravating. That's all I gotta say. Very aggravating. I was so gun-ho to cast this on. And for 2 days, I was just aggravated by it. There goes that. And oh, that was a project bag I made too. I made a lot of project bags lately. I'm very proud of myself. But, alright, I got one more project that I cast on. I didn't get too far because I just started. My feet have been, like, sort of swollen. And the socks I made don't fit. They feel very tight. Even my Bath & Body Works socks, which I love every year. I wear them constantly. I buy, like, 5 pairs. I couldn't wear them this year. I just feel very claustrophobic and everything. So, I was like, I'm going to crochet me some slippers. Maybe that will keep my feet from sweating, from being cold. I'm cold. My feet are cold, so they sweat. What's up with that? Does anyone know? I don't understand that. It's very odd. So I've decided to do the Cuff Boot Slippers by Mary Maximum, because I've had this kit for a while. And it's her Titan yarn. One is dark gray. Color A is dark gray, and the contrasting color, I think it's teal. I don't know. That's what I looked up online. The only color that this would make sense was teal, but it doesn't look like teal. It looks more like a light blue. And so basically, you have an outer sole and an inner sole, and I did it for both slippers, and that's as far as I got. Because I wanted to finish a couple projects. I was scared that I was not going to have anything for the baby, so I really focused on that. So hopefully that will get done soon. That would be lovely. I also think I'm making some kind of Mary Jane type of slippers. So I don't know. We will see. So for my FOs, socks that I cannot wear. Very aggravating. Hopefully my feet will go back down. But these are the Grand Central socks, right? Yeah, from Knitting Expat in Cozy Knitter yarn in her which shimmer base, because it has silver stellina in it. And look at that pattern. How pretty is the pattern on this? I love knitting these. They knit up so fast. And I added up my own lace cuff, which I liked for the holidays. Can't wear them. Very upset. Hopefully we'll be able to wear them next year. And I also have my gingerbread ones I made for Christmas Day, which I won the drawing for December on the Cozy Knitter Sockathon. I was so excited about that because that's my favorite pair of socks I've ever made. So I got really excited that I got chosen for that one. Yeah. Made these. I hope I can wear them one day. Hope so. Very upset. Next thing I did was, this is my number 6 entry into the Harry Potter cowl from inside number 23, held by Katie. My Chamber of Secrets hat from Knitting Expat. And the yarn for this, if I can find it, there it is something I got at a yarn store. Yarnwind Yarn Company. And it's 80% superwash merino wool, 20% nylon, 400 yards. How pretty is that colorway? And look at the cables. And I actually messed up originally when I did this. You have to do, first of all, I changed the ribbing to twisted rib because I love twisted rib. So I changed that, and you had to do 4 inches of it. And then you're supposed to connect it. I didn't see the connecting part. So I kept knitting, and I started the cable, and I realized, oh, I was supposed to connect it. So I had to rip it out and connect it, which I'm wondering in my, I think it's the Felicity hat I made for my husband last year. That was another one, 4 inches, and you're supposed to, I don't know if you were supposed to connect it or not, or just fold it. I just folded it. So, but I like it connected much better. So when I make that hat for myself, I'm going to connect it. But I just love these cables. It's so pretty. Put it on. Oh, and I'm wearing my sweater my husband got me at Rhinebeck this year. The alpacas. Love it. It matches, look. And I'm thinking of putting this pom-pom on it, because I think it looks really good. But I did buy lavender ones, I think it was. And I've been waiting forever for them to come, and they haven't come in yet, so that's why I'm going to make my final decision. But the more I look at this, the more I like these two together. I think it's just matched so beautiful. I can't get this pom-pom ever again, though. I don't know why. Burnett? I think it's Burnett. They had these pom-poms about last year or the year before, and I bought one purple, gray, black, and white. And they don't make the purple one anymore. It's beautiful purple. I was going to do this, I wanted to do a Bayview Fiber Arts hat with the blueberry colorway with this, but I'm starting to think this one looks really good with it. So, we will see. Check out my Instagram. Hopefully, I'll have a picture of there when I finally decide anything. I don't know. So, my next project is my entry, well, I'm hosting a cowl. It is the Marianne shawl, which I designed. I hope someone's knitting it. I finished mine. This is for my neighbor, Ellie. And it's done. I was really into knitting this for Christmas. I actually liked making this a lot better in the, this is what do you call it? Sport weight yarn from Knit Picks. Do I have the things? Yes, there we go. So the first, this is the Galileo, and the first color is Comfy, and the second, the navy is, I think it's Luna? Yeah, Lunar. And I'm going to make the Waiting for Rain shawl out of these two. Why does it keep doing that with my thing? Alright, so I'm going to make the Waiting for Rain shawl in the same exact colors, but how beautiful is this? I just love these two colors mixed together. I just want to show you my favorite part of the Marianne shawl. I just love that stitch. It's just so much fun. I love knitting it. And I enjoyed knitting it in a sport weight a lot. It's so soft. I can't wait to give this to her. I keep meaning to go next door. And I'm glad because I got to show it off on the podcast. So, I made another Marianne shawl. Let me fold that one up. Looks closer maybe. I don't know. I don't know why it keeps unfocusing. It's aggravating. Then I made my husband this hat. It's the gingerbread hat. Look how cute that pattern is. And it's out of Periwinkle Sheep yarn in black turquoise colorway, her Aran weight yarn, which is 100% superwash merino, 180 yards. I thought it was so cute. It fits me. It's a little big on me. Fits him. Thank God, because the last time I met, I still say it was too tight, and he wouldn't let me block. I have to block it. But I think he lost it. But I don't know what it is with him. I tried to get him into knitting. Like, not into knitting, but like to get on board with my knitting. And everyone's like, oh, make him stuff. He could care less. he's just like, yeah, whatever. I have to like practically force him to wear this. I don't know what the deal is. I know he hates my wall. I just got, like, I had this one cabinet. It was on top of a table for I don't know how long. And it just was not sturdy looking. And I had all these project bags. It just looked like a mess. So I got a second cabinet. This is not all yarn, people. It's not all yarn. I got fabrics down here. I've got lots of these bins on the bottom. I've got my project bags I put into cubbies. You know, I'm not that bad with the yarn. This is pretty much my yarn right here. I think I have this one and this one has yarn. The rest does not have yarn. I have knitting needles in another one. But he wanted me to put it in the garage. I'm like, I'm not putting it in the garage. I'm leaving it here. So he every time he looks at it, he gives me a dirty look. But I don't know why. It looks nice with the mauve bins, which matches my wall and my little mannequin. I don't know. I'm gonna kill myself trying to get him into knitting. I don't know. Like, he's gotta start getting on board. Because the other husbands, I'm like, oh, you're so lucky. And my husband's like perfect except for that. I'm serious. My husband is the best husband in the world, but he just does not like my knitting. I don't know what it is. He hates it. So he's just like, put it in the garage. Get rid of it. I don't want to see it. And I'm just like, it's neat. It's there. There we go. And I love this cabinet. I'm so happy I bought this and put this into the wall. So happy. And just a little corner. And what I would like to do is get like a little desk over there and maybe put my sewing machine on there, because right now it's on the dining room table. And it's just a mess. It's ridiculous. Every time someone comes over, we got to move all the stuff that I have for my sewing off the dining room table, put it into the living room. And the living room looks like a mess. Why am I doing this? You know? So I want to get a little desk, but he's against getting a little desk. Then he told me to put it on top. I was like, I'm not putting it on top. It's going to fall on someone's head being so high up there. Plus, how am I ever going to get the sewing machine? It's heavy. So we will see if I'm going to win on that one. I doubt I'm going to win on that one. I'm lucky I won on this. I don't know. And I'm really, I've been rearranging this whole room. Because my son's toys are everywhere. It's insane. This kid, I don't know what power he has, but he can get anyone to buy him a toy. I'm not kidding you. On Christmas, that he got so many toys, right? So what happens? Everyone's like, oh, we're going to take you to Toys R Us in a couple of days and buy you more toys. Who does that? He just had Christmas, and now you're buying him more toys. I have Toys R Us in my living room. I'm not kidding. This is my den. So I'm slowly moving all his stuff into the den. I mean the living room. And I want to make this into an adult room. And I had a couch. It was really horrible sectional. It's old, and I'm just tired of looking at it. And I have it over here. This one big section I'm going to throw out. And then I moved, this was over there, and I moved it over here. So I'm trying to get this as empty as possible and as adult looking as possible, this room. This is going to be the adult room. Slowly, he keeps moving his stuff back in here, though. I have, like, Legos in here. I have his tent in here. I'm just like, stop moving them back in. Keep him in the living room. And then he's actually getting the room that was going to be my craft room, where this was all going to go. Because, he's going to go into my mother's old bedroom, which was going to be my craft room. And then the baby's going to go into his old bedroom. Or his bedroom now. So that's what's happening with that. So we're doing a lot of moving and running around trying to get everything organized. His room, I got to gut the whole thing. I got to take the rug up, put a new floor, paint it. I just don't even want to. I feel bad getting rid of my mom's clothing. She can never wear it again. And it feels weird. She's alive. I'm getting rid of the stuff, but we need the room. You know, but the good thing is I could put his toys in that room. So I'm very, very happy about that. So I'm just going to throw all his toys in there, maybe get a lot out of the living room. Because I own Toys R Us. I'm not kidding you. People come in my house and they look at me and they're like, oh, why does he have these toys? Throw out these toys. I'm like, people paid good money for them. I'm not throwing them out. Why would you throw out what people bought him? You know, but it's a little obscene. It's a lot obscene. As I said, every time someone comes in the house practically, they give him a toy. And he's starting to look for it now. And I'm just like, no, don't buy him anymore. No, we're good. Stop. So that's my story about my wall and my Toys R Us. Right. My other project, I've got a lot of FOs, people. This one's sad, though. This one got me so upset. I lost my other one. I had them both done. You can see them on my Instagram, Crystal T Knits. But I lost the other one. I'm trying to find it. I'm hoping. I didn't go anywhere. I was stuck inside the house for like 3 weeks sick. Where did I go that I lost this glove? I just finished it. I have no idea. I'm very upset. But this is the... Where is it? Where are you? I don't know where you are. What is this? Oh, Cables and Lace Wrist Warmers by Lisa Viengenou. And the yarn, I can never pronounce this place, but it's one of my favorite yarns. It's an Indian name. Chintanuga, and the Camille's colorway. It's 50% alpaca, 30% nylon, 20% silk. Check them out. They're amazing. Here, you can see the spelling better. Check them out. Love them beyond belief. And I made this quite a few times. I was a little bit aggravated with myself. There's a mistake in the pattern, so anyone that wants to make it, you know. Basically, she puts the thumb gusset in the wrong spot. She forgets 2 stitches. So when I first made this, I went up and at first it was too big, so I had to take it apart. So I went down a needle size. I think I did this on a US 2 for the ribbing, and a US 3. It was originally a US 4. And that is 3.25 millimeters. So the second time I did that on the 3. And I got up to here. And then I was looking at the pattern, and I couldn't figure out the pattern because I'm like, why am I missing 2 stitches? I was going nuts. So I ripped it out and then tried it again, and it came out the same exact thing. So then I decided to put the thumb gusset. I added the 2 stitches at the end before the lace. No. Do not make sure the thumb gusset ends 2 stitches from the lace. Not 4, 2 stitches. So in the beginning, add 2 stitches. So that's what I did for those rows when I was doing the thumb gusset. And then the rest of it came out perfect. I have to write her and tell her that there's something wrong with her pattern. I can't believe no one saw that but me. I don't understand how no one noticed that one. But I was so upset. It was such a nice glove. And this is my 3rd glove I've ever made. I was very upset that I lost it. I'm hoping to find it. I want it. I don't know. I'm upset. Alright, my last thing is, I finally knitted something for the baby. I'm very superstitious. I have a lot of drama when Nikki was born. It was insane what they put me through. So I don't really knit anything until last minute. So I finally started something, and I finished it. I didn't think I was going to finish it because of being sick. But this is the Diamond Blocks blanket from Knitting Expat. Look how beautiful this pattern is. Not many people have knitted this. I don't know why. I think it's gorgeous, this pattern. I just love it. The only thing I changed in it was over here when you start the garter border, it looked weird to me when you just knitted. You're supposed to, for the garter border, you're supposed to knit 9 rows. But then, because this is all purl, and then all of a sudden you just have 2 knit rows, because you purl the other side and then you knit, it looked like there was a mistake, a big wedge mistake over here. So what I did was I purled where I was supposed to knit, and then the other side I knitted. So it ended up making it a little bit bigger, but I think it looked better than the way it was written. Because it doesn't look like a mistake, it looks connected now. So, and I think I added an extra 2 rows of knit to it. But that, how beautiful is that? And I have a sweater actually that has this pattern in it, or something that looks like cubes I want to make too. Hopefully I will. But I love this. And the yarn was, I had this in my stash, Mary Maximum Baby Cashmere, 50% acrylic, 50% nylon, 109 yards. I still have more of this in the stash. I might make a little baby sweater with it. I don't know. I like using acrylic when I make things for babies because I feel that they're going to poop, they're going to pee. Who has time to hand wash everything for a baby? You know? And you're going to spend all that money on it and it's just going to get poop, peed, and thrown up on. That's my personal opinion. So I will use acrylic for kids. And as they get older, then I'll use the nicer stuff. I also like to make things bigger because I think this is supposed to be a lot smaller. I think she's used a fingerling and I used a worsted weight yarn. I don't see the point of knitting something and then you wear it once or twice and then you did all that work for nothing. So, I'm not really a baby knitter. So, like the blankets I make for my sons, they have them for a long time. And he's going to have this I think this fits my Nicky. And he's 4 now. And he's a tall 4. So that's going to go for hopefully 5 or 6 maybe. Because I made it so big. That's what I'm praying for. And I just want to show you some other blankets I have, which I'm very... Well, this one is the first blanket I ever knitted for Nicky. He was in the NICU. And it's a little weird shape because of the NICU. He was in an incubator. So it's very long and then very thin this way. But he still wears it because he's so thin, so it's beautiful. And I made up this pattern. I was just crocheting it. I just love it. So I'd show you all my baby blankets right now. I love this yarn. I don't know what it was. I think it was maybe TLC Bait bunny print. They don't make it anymore. I love this colorway. It has like little yellows, purples, and there's mostly light blue, and maybe some greens thrown in there. I loved this. That was one of my favorite things I knitted him. Then I knitted this car blanket, which also the baby's going to use. I think this again is TLC yarn. Hello! I like the hole in the middle. Because you put the car seat through there and they don't lose the blanket. So, that's one. I didn't see the point of knitting another one of these because Nicky doesn't use this anymore. So it makes sense to just use it for the baby. So I got that one. And this one is for Nicky too. This is one of my favorites. I made 2 blankets I really loved for him. It's like a pinwheel, sort of. This is like, this yarn, I don't like browns, but with the green, it was gorgeous. I have enough of this to make a sweater for myself for inside the house, because it's acrylic yarn. And I put a cream border on it. I've made this for so many people, this pattern. It's such an easy knit, it's beautiful. Go on my Ravelry page and the info for it. I think it's Mary Maximum had it. It's either Mary Maxim or Hershire. So those are when I first started knitting and crocheting, that's the 2 places mainly where I bought stuff. But this is such an easy knit, and it's so beautiful. You basically make a circle and then you add it, and it turns into a square, and then you just do this cute little ruffle border. It's great. And I made this for twins, so I had it in light blue. And then I had green at one point. I wish I had more of the light blue. I have some light blue yarn, but I wanted to make a sweater for myself. But I might end up making another blanket for the baby to match. I don't know. Or maybe I could find the yarn again. I don't know. I just love the idea of the 2 of them having baby blankets that would match. But I did make this for someone, and I never saw the person again. So I'm going to give it to the baby. It's the same exact pattern, but I think this is Red Heart yarn. It's much darker. So I might just give this to the... I know I'm giving this to the baby because it's never been used. And I have some kind of like green yarn over here. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to give this to... I might just keep this and this, not make the light blue one because he has the same pattern. I like the idea that they both have pastel colored blankets that match. But then I'm just like, why? Why make 2 of the same exact blanket? This one's really pretty and it's so big. It's great for him. And this one my friend Lonnie made for Nicky, which I never put on him because it was white and we had a lot of drama, as I said. I had to keep pricking him, checking his blood, so I was scared of getting blood on this. Because he had to check his sugar levels, which he was fine. You don't know what they drove me crazy with. I had to do all these things and there was nothing wrong with him. It was nuts. So I never used this, so I think I'm going to use this for the baby. My friend Lonnie made this at work. And it was really fun because Nicky was supposed to be a girl. So she made me this in pink also, and I have a pink one in my dad's house in case I ever had a girl. And I had a couple other blankets I made. And then when Nicky was born, we found out it was a boy. Don't ask. Don't. So I got 2 of these blankets. And I just love a little ruffle that she did in the color. It was so cute. So that's it for my baby blankets. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Let me tell you. I'm an idiot. I am. This next blanket I'm going to show you. I started this when Nicky was born. It took me a year to do. It's color work crochet. Yeah. I'm so stupid. I did this whole blanket. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous blanket. I insisted I wanted the back of it to have some kind of minky colorway on it. Like, no, not minky, the minky fabric, you know, because I thought you had to hide the floats. I did such a good job. Look at, you could barely see any floats. It's barely any. I did a really good job of hiding and everything. I was like, I'm going to put this fabric, I'm going to sew it on. I never did. 3 years in his closet. 3 years! Just sitting there, hanging out. Look at all the work. Got a monkey, got a lion, giraffe, elephant, tiger, and alligator. 3 years! This whole thing. The only thing I had to do was, I didn't finish the border, and I ran out of yarns. I did make this bigger than it was supposed to. I crochet much larger, apparently. I didn't check gauge when I crochet, because I'm stupid. And I also changed some of the colors. Like, this was a different yarn. It wasn't in the kit. This was a different yarn that was in the kit. This was much thicker yarn. No, this was much thinner yarn than the rest of it, so I had doubled it, and now it's a little wonky the way it is, but it came out beautiful. If I wanted to block it, I could block it and fix it, but I don't see the point of blocking blankets, because then you're just going to throw it in the washing machine, because it's acrylic yarn. Maybe I will block it one day. I don't know. So the board is very thin, it feels like, compared to the rest. But, so I bought another skein of yarn, and I was like, okay, I'm going to put more rows on the border. So when I finally picked it up the other day to do it, I saw that the colors did not match. So I was like, shoot. So then I measured the border, and I had the 2 inches for it. And all I had to do was take out 1 row of the yarn. Do I have it here? Yeah, look, I just had to take out this much yarn. It was done! I had this blanket sitting in his closet. He hasn't used it for 3 years. And it's done. I was like, you idiot. Are you kidding me? All this work, and he's never used it. Thank God this is a ginormous blanket. I could use this blanket. It's so big. So now I'm giving it to him. I think I'm going to re-gift it to him again for his birthday, because it's coming up in February. What? What is wrong with me? Just sitting there. Beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous blanket, because I'm going to go sew something on the back. I stink at sewing. Why would I sew something without a sewing machine? You couldn't. I think you had to hand sew it, the fabric on, and then from what I understand, minky or binky or whatever the fabric is, it's such a pain to sew on. Everyone says it stretches, and I was just like sitting there. That's the sad, sad, pathetic tale of this blanket. So glad we're gonna finally use it. It's so large and warm and comfy. And now I'm gonna annoy my poor little puppy. Sorry, Spunky. I need this blanket. I need the blanket. Ah! He's like sleeping on the blanket. And this is my last blanket. Got a 5 from the Advent calendar. My last project I'm going to show you. This I made for my mother for Christmas. This is the Pinwheel Throw by Mary Maxim. Oh, and that other blanket, I think it's from Hershire's. It's either Mary Maxim or Hershire. I think it's Hershire's. And they had another blanket also that I wanted to do that's like that for the baby. But again, it took me a year to do it. It was a lot of work. And I'm running around already right now with my mother and Nikki. And now you're going to add a baby to the mix. I don't know if I... Well, again, maybe I'll do it for 2 years. It'll end up taking me 2 years to do. Oh, my husband will kill me because I'll have another blanket just hanging around the dining room. And maybe I'll do it, and then it'll take me forever to do. But it'll be big, like this one, because I'll do the actual crochet hook it tells me to do. And then he'll have he'll have an animal blanket too. I also saw on Amazon they had this corner to corner, which I seem to knit and crochet that much faster than single crochet color work. And hopefully I can get that done. And that has a fox on it, which is perfect because I said his bedroom's going to be foxes. So we will see if I can do that. I don't know. I would love to do another one like that. It was complicated and hard because at one point you had like 30 different yarns in the same area. It was crazy. I have a special container for that and everything. Again, it took me a year to do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it with Nikki and my mom and a baby. It's a lot, you know? But this one I made for my mom. Again, it's the Pinwheel Throw by Mary Maximum. And the yarn is Mary Maximum Starlight Worsted Weight. The color is light rose. Originally, I didn't read the pattern correctly because they hid where they wrote it. And it was supposed to be, I did one strand of yarn and it had 10 skeins of yarn. And I'm like halfway done with the blanket and I'm just like, I'm going to use one skein. How is this working? And why is it so flimsy? And I was going to leave it because my mother didn't really want a blanket. She told me she'd rather me buy her stuff, which annoyed me. So I said, I'm just going to leave it. And I was so aggravated with the project. So when I picked it up again, it aggravated me how flimsy it was. If you're knitting this on a size, what was it? Size 13, US 13 9mm needle. And I don't like using big needles. So I was just like, you know what? I ripped the whole thing out. Killed my hands for a whole entire day. Redid the work I did. I did get back to where I was. And this is a very fast knit. This took me 1 week to do. Yeah, and I didn't really have much time knitting because I was taking care of people because they were sick. But look how beautiful it is. Like, I wish I could get... I loved this pattern. If you guys can get this pattern, try it out. It's on my Q and Ravelry, and again, it'll be in the show notes in the Ravelry page of Crystal T Knits. But I loved this blanket, and I want to make one for myself, and I want to make one for my mother-in-law. Because my mother-in-law is knit-worthy because she wears the stuff as opposed to everyone else. They don't really wear anything. I make them. In fact, she got mad at my husband because when I was complaining to him that he wasn't wearing the hat. She's like, "What's wrong with you? Her stuff is beautiful. I wear her scarves every day." And I didn't know she was wearing it still. So I was like, I'm going to make you something else. So I have to make her a shawl when I have some time too. I also want to make another baby blanket for my baby. I want to make the Curious Handmade, the Twinkle Twinkle one. But I kind of wanted to make it in a nicer, not, like, I still want to go, like, crazy yarn. You know, not like merino. But I wanted to make it like a silkier type of acrylic yarn. A little bit more expensive. But then, you're looking at, they're expensive, the baby blankets, when you make it out of good yarn. You know, like, I was figuring it's going to be, like, anywhere between $60 to $100 to make. And I'm like, for a baby blanket? I don't understand how people can afford that. That's, like, crazy. And then again, they poop and pee all over it, so why are we doing that? But I kind of wanted to make it in a little nicer yarn, so I don't know. We'll see. And I don't want to make it in, like, an aqua, and I'm having problems trying to find aqua. Maybe I'll just go to Joann's and just look to see if they have anything in that color. I don't know. We shall see. But that's all my projects. But I do want to show you, I have a journal, and I write in here all my FOs. So for the FOs for 2017, you ready for this? I made 7 socks, 2 sweaters, 1 blanket, 7 hats, 1 glove, 1 kid's sweater, and this is my favorite, 17 shawls. 17! Yes, 17. I have a box of shawls, y'all. Not a box of socks, a box of shawls. That's going to be my goal every year, box of shawls. And I did a total of 36 projects. Let's see what happens for 2018. I already got one, is the Building Blocks baby blanket, so we shall see. And then, let me see if I get my phone. It's alright. Okay. My phone, I'm going to show you my projects, my Dream 9 projects I'm going to do for next year. I already started one. Actually, I talked about a couple of them. But, okay. So, one of my goals for 2018, I'm going to learn color work. And I'm going to do, what's one of them? The Baba hat is the yarn I'm going to use. I have it in white, black, and a pink, or a mauve color. I'm going to do the Baba hat. Then this is the Sophia shawl, the Rigoletta sweater, the Bumblebee shawl, which I have the yarn already for that. I forgot what hat that is, but I love it. Then that's the Azalea shawl, I think it's called. I want to do that one. And I think I'm going to do these 2 colors for it. I don't know. And, what happened? Then that's the Hofu cardigan. Surprise shawl from Helen Stewart, which I changed my mind on the colors. I'm going to use, I bought this mini set from Q Loco recently. It's her Starry Night one. And I'm going to use it for, there's a light blue in there too, for the surprise shawl with, I don't know where her colorway is because of, I have to get more yarn for it anyways. I don't know. It's somewhere in here. It's the Sugar Plum Fairy from Sweet Sparrow Knits. I got to get some money. I'm going to get 2 skeins of that. And that's my surprise shawl. Very excited about that one. And then the last one is the Pebble Beach shawl, which I have the yarn right here for. It's my Miss Babs. I've been saying for 2 years I wanted to use this. And it is the Carmen set. So, I have some of the yarns for the things I want to do. I'm excited. Oh, and then for the Sophia shawl, I'm thinking about using this yarn. I was originally going to use Periwinkle Sheep, and then I'm thinking about maybe making it into a granny. How pretty would that be? And then the other one starts on purple and goes down to the teal. The other cake I have. I don't know, it's somewhere in here. Forget it. I don't know. Somewhere in there. But that's my 9 knits I'm dying to make. And I said I have the yarn for quite a few of them, so I'm on my way. And the last thing I want to show you, I think that's it, right? Yes. Last thing I want to show you is a movie. Every year on my birthday I have to watch this. It was funny because Turner Movie Classics does this thing every year that they show old movie. They pick a star of the month. So the year my son was born, they picked Cary Grant, who is my favorite actor. Oh my god, that man, I'm sorry, he got sexier the older he got. He's 70 years old, I still loved him. But my favorite movie, my husband would come home and see me watching this, and I'd be like half asleep on the couch. And for like over a week, he would come home and the same exact thing would keep happening. And of course, I had to start over from the beginning every time. But I was so exhausted from all the drama with the doctors and everything with Nikki that I was always falling asleep during it, so I had to start over from the beginning again. So he's like, you have been watching this for over a week, and you still haven't finished it, and you keep looking at it. And I'm like, yeah, that means I think it's my favorite movie ever made. I really do, because of that. So the favorite movie is Bringing Up Baby, which now I have to watch every year on my birthday. It just makes me happy. First of all, Katharine Hepburn, genius, and Cary Grant. Cary Grant went through 3 phases. This was his screwball comedy phase. Then he did, the drama phase. And then he did the suave, sophisticated phase. So this is a screwball comedy. You will not recognize him from when people mostly know him from his movies. From the suave 007 type person. Watch this movie. It's hysterical. At one point, they're chasing a leopard through the woods, singing, "I can't find you anything but love," because the leopard only responds to that. And then they end up in a jail at one point, and then she goes, "I'm swinging door Sally, I'm gonna get my gang after ya." And it's just a hysterical movie. And another point, he's in a dressing gown, and he's like, "I'm gay!" And then everyone's looking at him like, what is wrong with him? They think he's insane. And it's just the funniest movie. Check it out. I had to share it with you because this makes me happy. This just brings so much joy to my life, this movie. Anything with Cary Grant brings joy to my life. But this movie is one of the best. And they actually filmed 4 movies together. 3 out of the 4 were amazing. They did Philadelphia Story, which is a big classic. Holiday, which is another great movie. And then they did I don't know. It was like she was a drag. She dressed up as a boy in it. That was a stupid movie. Sylvia. I don't know. It was a really bad film. But these 3 I would check out. So Bringing Up Baby, Philadelphia Story, and Holiday. Brilliant. Just because it's black and white, don't discount it. But every year on my birthday we watch it, and I just had to share it for everyone because I want to share the joy. Also, Charles Ruggles is in this, and he's the grandfather from The Parent Trap in the Disney film, so that's another thing to check out. He was funny. He keeps doing leopard sounds. It's, like, insane. And what else did I want to show you? I don't remember. I think that's it. I think that's everything. Oh my god, I went blank. I did want to show you one other thing. I don't know. Oh well. So that's my show today. I hope you like it. If you liked it, please press the subscribe button. And I'm hoping to get at least one more episode in before the end of the year. We shall see. I don't know. Because I'm not sure when I'm giving birth, because I might have complications and have to... I did good this whole thing, and now all of a sudden, now we're getting drama. So I'm hoping that I can go to full term this time. But I'm already at 34 weeks. So I made it past from when Nikki was born. And the baby's already bigger than Nikki. Nikki was 3 pounds, 9 ounces. This baby's already 4 pounds. So I already made a goal. I'm very happy. So we shall see. And everyone have a great new year. And I'm hoping to get another episode in February. And then I will be giving birth. So I don't know if I'm going to have another one for quite some time. But check out my Instagram. I will show all these. I got to take more pictures of my finished projects. I keep forgetting to put them up there. But check that out on Crystal T Knits. And Happy New Year, everyone. Bye.